Hey guys, it's Meg and welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today, you're gonna get ready with me while I do a little Q&A. Last time I did a Q&A on my channel was, I genuinely think, like within the first year of actually starting my channel, and that was definitely over like 6 years ago now. So I have work in like 3 hours, so I'm gonna get ready with me, and I thought right now would be the perfect time to actually do the Q&A. Ignore this volcano that I have on my face. This is the first zit that I've had in months, so I'm quite happy about that. Just ignore that. So on my community tab on my channel, I asked you guys to ask me some questions. It wasn't even guaranteed I was going to do a Q&A because I was like, if no one has any questions for me, then obviously I'm not going to do one. But you guys had quite a few questions, so I thought I would answer them today. So my hair looks like this. I'm not going to work like this. I slept in my braids, so it's like my hair's wavy. So that's why that is the way it is. Let's get these questions up and just get started, shall we? I just want to say I have been wearing sun cream under my makeup recently. I never used to. Maybe that's what's breaking me out, because ever since I've been using that I got that out. I don't know. This is my primer, by the way. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but with the niacinamide. Okay, let me go to my community tab first. Let's start. A lot of people did actually ask questions that are quite similar to one another, so obviously I'm not going to answer every single one, but you know, what majority obviously asked, then I will just combine it into one question. So the first question is actually, what has been the biggest challenge you've faced as a YouTuber and how do you overcome it? I have a tiny channel. Like, my channel is like nothing in the world of YouTube. Literally, like, it's a tiny little channel. I absolutely love this channel. Like, I wouldn't trade it and stuff. Like, I'm really happy with like the content I've posted on here and stuff. And my channel is very slowly starting to gain traction. And I've noticed that recently, especially my vinyl content. I'd say the biggest challenge is probably, okay, there's two challenges. So the first one, I'd say the first challenge is confidence. For the longest time, so I started my YouTube channel when I finished secondary school because I didn't want people to find it. And if they did find it, they wouldn't see me every day. So yeah, I was always so embarrassed of my channel. That was like in the very beginning. I think it's literally the past 2 years I've actually started to become a little bit more comfortable with it. I've always wanted to post on YouTube, you know, I've always wanted to do it, and it's always looked so fun, you know, so I wanted to do it literally from like year 8 in secondary school, but I didn't do it purely because I was scared of what people would think of me. So I'd say the first challenge is confidence, but how I overcame that was purely just like, I've had this mindset recently, who actually cares? Genuinely, life is way too short to like care about what other people think. Don't get me wrong, my vlogging can be so much better because I'm still very not confident, like vlogging in public, like talking to a phone, like that's not natural. It's not, you know, I mean, obviously it's become a lot more of an everyday thing now because a lot more people are vlogging now, but still it's not a natural thing to see. So people do kind of look at you and like, oh my gosh, she's talking to her phone. Like it is a weird concept. If you really think about it, it's a weird concept. So obviously people are gonna have their opinions about it. But I just think, you know what? Life's way too short to live your life for other people. And that's what I've come to terms with recently. It's the first challenge I've overcome, literally just having the screw you mindset. This is not doing any harm to anyone. Just do what you enjoy. And I think the second challenge is a creative block because sometimes it's really hard to come up with content ideas, especially if you've got a very niche channel. And sometimes, you know, you're not in the mood to film. Like, there have been times where I've filmed a video, literally filmed the whole video, I've gone to edit it and I've just scrapped the entire video because I'm like, no, it's not good enough, or no, I look so unenthusiastic in it because I wasn't in the mood to film. Being in the mood to film is quite a challenge as well. Like, if you're not in the mood to film, that's going to come off on camera and people are going to notice it. So I only tend to film when I'm in the mood for it. Don't get me wrong, there are some videos on my channel where I have had to push through it and just be like, no, just film it. But yeah, that's probably challenging as well. Just feeling creative enough to do it. I absolutely love the video once it's done, but sometimes the actual process is quite hard. Okay, next question. So someone said, what are your hobbies and what is your favorite album record you have? So 2 questions. So first, what are my hobbies? Clearly YouTube. I've started to do a bit more TikTok now. So essentially like content creation, like video editing, stuff like that. I also paint in my spare time. I've got a lot of art videos on my channel. Working out has started to become a hobby, not too much of a hobby. I'm not like a big workout buff, like I actually hate working out, but sometimes I do enjoy it. So I like to say it's a hobby just to make myself do it more. I do like to play video games, not very often though, literally once in a blue moon. Like if I've got some spare time, don't really know what to do myself, then I'll play like a computer game, whatever. But yeah, they're like my main hobbies, I'd say. And what's your favourite album or record that you have? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna say, because I've got so many 7-inches. Sorry, my dad's hoovering. I've got so many 7-inches that I absolutely love. God, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I think my favourite, like one that I would never ever give up, is probably my Sunset Season EP by Conan Gray. That one, because it just took so long to get hold of. Also another one of my favourites, hold on, let me look at my collection because I genuinely forget what I have sometimes. I love my 1975 Live at Madison Square Garden, absolutely love that one. I also love my Shawn Mendes signed 7-inch. Really love that. So I'd say they're my favourites, but to be honest, I love a lot of my records for different reasons. Okay, next one. What is your top 3 albums in your collection? Oh, one thing about me, I am so indecisive. Genuinely, it changes all the time. I'd say at the moment, like records I love to play at the moment are Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande, Torture Poets Apartment by Taylor Swift, and I've also really loved spinning Steven Sanchez's Angel Face. That sounds so good on vinyl. So yeah, they're my top 3 at the moment that I've been playing a lot. Who's your favourite artist at the moment? A lot of people ask this, like who's your favourite singer, like top artist at the moment? Oh god. Again, I'm so indecisive. I'm gonna say Taylor Swift because honestly, like whatever mood I'm in, I'm always in the mood for Taylor Swift. So I'm gonna say Taylor, but yeah, I'm sticking with Taylor. You know, like again, that might be basic to some of you, but like I don't care. I love Taylor, and I'm seeing her soon. I can't wait to see her. I'd say she's my favourite artist at the moment. She's always my favourite artist, let's be honest. Okay, what's your favourite vinyl pressing in your collection? Okay. I think my favourite, again, I've got quite a lot and there's ones that I love, but I'd say my absolute favourite is my Tangled pressing because it's a flower. Are you joking? It is a literal flower. It's just the most gorgeous pressing, like the purple's the right shade, the flower just pressed so beautifully. I think that is definitely the one of the prettiest in my collection. This spot is not covering up. I needed a colour corrector, I don't have any though. Okay, hey Megan, who are your top 3 favourite artists at the moment? Love your channel. Oh, thank you. So my favourite artists at the moment are Taylor Swift, 275, and I'm really loving Chappelle Roan at the moment. Is that how you say her name? Chapel Roan or Chappelle Roan? Please correct me in the comments because I genuinely don't know how you pronounce her name. I'm really loving her at the moment, but also Declan McKenna. Okay, no. Taylor Swift, 1975, Declan McKenna. They are my favourite artists at the moment. They're the ones that I'm like consistently listening to. Okay, other than Rapunzel, who are your 3 favourite princesses? So are these like Rapunzel and 2 other princesses, or is this like if Rapunzel wasn't created? Okay, I'll answer it both ways. So if it's including Rapunzel, it is Rapunzel, Belle and Ariel are my favourites. But if it's excluding Rapunzel, then it will be Belle, Ariel, and I love Mulan or Tiana. I think without Rapunzel it would be Belle, Ariel and Tiana. What is your favourite TV show? I really struggle to get into TV shows, I can't lie. It is something that I do, you know, struggle to like get into, and I have to be like really invested to enjoy it. But my favourite is at the moment is The Summer I Turned Pretty. It is my comfort show. Every summer I rewatch it. Yep, Summer I Turned Pretty. I cannot wait for season 3. Yeah, I'd say that's my favourite show at the moment just because it is a comfort show. Yeah, I'd say that one. What is your favourite Camila Cabello album? Mine is her second one, Romance. Oh, I don't know because her self-titled one is so good. You know what? I absolutely love a lot of the songs from her debut, so I'm gonna say that one, but I do love Romance. What is your most expensive or rarest record in your collection? Oh god, I should have prepped before this. I know my Conan Gray Sunset Season vinyl is quite expensive, like the resale price of it. I don't know. I'm gonna put it on the screen. This is my rarest / most expensive according to Discogs. I cannot tell you off the top of my head, but this is it. How many vinyl do you have in your collection, or what artist started the vinyl collection? The artist that started it was Shawn Mendes, because Shawn Mendes was my absolute favourite artist when I started collecting records. But actually my first vinyl was A Great Showman. Technically it wasn't an artist, but yeah, I'd say Shawn Mendes got me wanting to collect his vinyl, so that's how it started. How many vinyl do you have in your collection? Okay, I think from what I counted, on my Discogs I think it's like 110, something like that, but I have got my CDs on Discogs, so mine is like Should we check Discogs, see how many vinyl I have? Oh, my Discogs has logged me out. Okay, this is how many records I have in my collection. How do you decide which vinyl to buy? I always struggle with the hype around certain releases and also pre-orders when I don't know what the album sounds like but get scared of missing out. So I find pre-orders, again like you, a little bit daunting because it's like, if I hate this album then this is a lot of money that I've just thrown down the drain. But what I do is, if there's an artist that I know I love their music of, then I pre-order it because I have faith in the artist. So an example, like Taylor, I would pre-order. Harriet, I'd pre-order. Sabrina, pre-order. Sean, pre-order. You know, all of my favourite artists and the artists that I listen to the most, and I have, you know, I love their music anyway, I always pre-order their album because I know kind of roughly what their sound is like. And at least if I don't like the album as a whole project, then I'm gonna like individual songs off it. So that's how I tackle the pre-orders. And then any artist that I'm not as familiar with, I don't pre-order until I've listened to the album once it's come out. And 9 out of 10 times, you know, like the vinyl is still available in their web store once the album's come out. Unless it's like a limited signed release, something like that, then obviously it'll be sold out. I would just purchase it once I've listened to the album. And then with special releases, right, so I love to collect 7 inches, and that is a little bit of an issue because of how expensive they can get. 7 inches I feel are like, they're so fun to collect and I love having them, but I kind of hate buying them because some of the songs that I have on 7 inches I already have on the full album on vinyl on like 12 inch. A pain in my chest does come through, like, oh my god, I've just spent like £15 on a song that I've already got on a vinyl that I paid £40 for. But I only buy the singles of the artists that I love. For example, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Can you see? Literally right there. I absolutely love that song. So I bought it on 7 inch. I pre-ordered her album Short and Sweet as well on vinyl. And that song's gonna be on there, but I bought that anyway. Also, if the song's blown up and there's a single of it, then I'm gonna buy it. With 7 inches, I'm quite strict. I don't buy it unless I absolutely love the song because, again, 7 inches are like £15 on their own for one song. So I do kind of prioritize whose 7 inch I'm gonna get. And I think, okay, do I think this will go up in value? Obviously you can't predict that. Sometimes it is just luck of the draw. Sometimes 7 inches, I'm like, okay, would this grow in value? Like, because I like the song, or do I just want it purely for like the sake of buying it? So yeah, I just prioritize by like my favorite artists, favorite songs, and if I think it's genuinely worth the money, or I'm like, you know what, I'm probably not going to play that much, so there's no point in getting it. Yeah, I've really stopped buying records just for the sake of it, because there was a period in time where I was just buying them just for the sake of having them. So recently, because vinyl prices have gone up, I swear every time I buy a new vinyl it is so expensive. I've really just learned to prioritize artists and albums that I genuinely will listen to, because it's not a cheap hobby, unfortunately. I wish I collected CDs, but I just love vinyl so much. So yeah, I'd say that's how I get around that problem, just prioritizing who you're actually going to listen to. Is it worth the money to you? And also, don't just get a record just because it's going to be rare, or don't get it just because everyone else has it in their collection. Like, this is your collection at the end of the day. Okay, hi Megan, which artist do you not consider buying vinyl from and why? There's not many artists that I don't consider buying like vinyl from. Obviously there are some artists which I will not name that I'm like, I don't agree with their values or anything, so I don't purchase their music. And I'm not going to say who, but you know, like if their like moral compass interferes with mine, then I won't support them. But there's no main reason why I wouldn't buy someone's vinyl. If I like their music, then I'll buy it. But again, saying that, from certain artists I wouldn't buy their music even if I did enjoy it. And to be honest, there's like a couple of artists that I'm like, I would never purchase their album on vinyl, purely just because I'm not a big fan of them or like their morals or anything. Again, I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I just base it more off that. If I know that they're like not a great person, then I won't support their music. What's one of your biggest ISOs at the moment? Or one of my biggest ISOs, I have so many. Some shorts on my channel, I'll link them down below if you want to go watch them. I basically did some shorts showing you guys my biggest ISOs at the moment. I'd say one of them is a 1975 singles, 7 inch singles. Oh my god, it looks so nice and I really want it, but it's just so much money for singles that I have on the albums anyway. So again, I'm just prioritizing like, okay, do I need them? No, but I want them. Also another ISO is Good Luck Babe 7 inch single. I love that song. It's sold out. I missed it. The thing is, it's because I've got a lot on this month. We're going back to Disney in like 2 weeks and I'm so excited. So I've been trying to save my money for that. And also I went to Manchester with my best friends and I have Taylor this month. So I am really trying to hold on to my money and not buy vinyl, purely just because I have a lot going on. But yeah, if it weren't for that, I would have bought that way by now. And I can't find it anywhere apart from like resale sites for quite a lot of money. So I'm trying to find it for a good price. So that is one of my big ISOs at the moment. I'll also put some other ISOs on the screen that I haven't mentioned because I have the memory of a goldfish. Back to my setting spray is boiling in my room. I'm sorry if it's a really annoying rattling, but I'm really hot. Okay, have you ever seen Camila Cabello live? No, I have not, but I hope to see her on a tour soon. Who's the artist you have the most amount of vinyl from? I want to say, oh, is that my Milo Poppy? Sorry, my child needed me. Okay, who's the artist you have the most amount of vinyl from? I think it's either Billy or I'd say Taylor, but I don't have a lot of 7 inches from Taylor. I have the most amount of 12 inches from Taylor, so I'd say her. We're including 7 inches as well. It's either the 1975 or Billy. I'll confirm here. What is your favourite song at the moment? Good Luck Babe by Chapel Roan or Chappelle Roan, however you say her name. Oh my god, that song, I literally cannot stop listening to. It is like, it's perfect. Like, I absolutely love it. My friends loves it. Like, oh my god, it is the song of the summer for me. Like, absolutely love it. So good. How did you get into vinyl collecting? I think it was when the Crosleys were like at their peak and I really wanted a Crosley suitcase record player. Again, let's not go into a whole debate on that, please. But yeah, I really wanted the suitcase record player because that was in their peak. I think that was like 2018 is when I started. So yeah, that was when they were the most popular. And I wanted that for my room. And then I was like, well, I'm not gonna have a record player and not have records. So the suitcase record player actually started it all for me because I wanted that in my room because I saw a bunch of like records of my favourite artists. And like, at that period of time, I was collecting a lot of like merch. I don't really collect merch anymore. If anything, I'll just get merch that's like very subtle or like, you know, a tour t-shirt, something like that. So I wanted that as like part of my merch, and then the train just kept going and going. I think that's how I got into vinyl. Do you think you'll ever get Shawn Mendes's first album handwritten vinyl? I'd love to complete my Shawn discography because I have all of his vinyl apart from handwritten and also MTV Unplugged. I saw this in HMV in 2018 and I've not been able to find it since. No one's reselling it. I looked on every single resale site. I literally look monthly for this vinyl and it's like it's vanished off the face of the earth. I don't know if it was a limited release. I doubt it. But at this point, I wouldn't like, I'm thinking it is because I genuinely can't find it anywhere. There's like photos of it online and then there's like old places where they used to sell it, but no one's restocked it. I don't know why. And that is one that I really want. There we go. That's one of my ISOs. What is your favourite artist you think people are sleeping on and think they should give them a listen? For me, it's The Last Dinner Party. Last Dinner Party is very good, like especially their song Nothing Matters. I think people are sleeping on Declan McKenna. The thing is, it's so funny because he's got 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I hear like no one talking about him, so I think he is underrated. Declan McKenna is an indie artist, so if you're not into indie you might not like his stuff, but I love indie, so like give him a listen. If you haven't listened to Declan McKenna, I'd say give him a shot because he's really great. He's obviously got his songs that blew him up, but like no one really like talks about his albums or like his stuff like as much as other artists. So if you say to people, oh, have you listened to Declan McKenna, they'll be like, yeah, but they've only listened to Brazil. Like they've not actually listened to his music. So yeah, I'd probably say him. I think Between Friends are really good as well. Their song Affection, absolutely love that song. It sounds like summer, so again, listen to that if you haven't. The Driver Era, oh my god, yes, the Driver Era as well. I'm actually seeing them. We're actually seeing the Driver Era, me and Imogen, who has been on the channel before. Even though I hear a lot about them like on TikTok, but it's not for their music, it's for Ross Lynch, which, you know, understandable. Their music's so good, so good. Makeup or skincare? I'd say makeup because I get way more satisfied when my makeup goes well, but then you can't have good makeup unless your skin is as good as it can be. So I'd say at the moment skincare because I'm really struggling with my skin at the moment. I'm just struggling to find like good moisturizers because I've got quite sensitive skin and like acne prone skin, so I'm struggling to find like products that aren't gonna flare me up. So I'd say skincare at the moment, but oh my god, when my makeup goes well, oh, it's like the best day ever. Fave Disney films? Okay, no particular order. Tangled, Lady and the Tramp, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Mulan. Actually love Turning Red. Such a good film. That is underrated, I feel. Maybe it's not, I don't know, but I don't really hear anyone talking about it. Little Mermaid, love Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, they're just a few of my favourites. What's the worst looking pressing you've got? I mean, the thing is, I'd probably just say the worst ones are like the ones that don't match the mock-up. Okay, this isn't the worst pressing ever. Like, this is a really nice pressing on its own, and the only reason I'm picking this as my worst pressing is just because I feel it didn't fully match the mock-up that was shown online. I absolutely love this, but it is the Barbie soundtrack, right? Love the soundtrack. So glad I have my collection. I wish I got a different color though. Again, it's not the worst pressing, like it's still a nice pressing, but I just feel it's too bright for me that I don't really like it. It actually like hurts my eyes to look at it because of how like luminous it is. It is like the brightest neon pink. Like my eyes actually like strain looking at it. Again, it's not bad, it's just a solid color, but it's just, yeah, I just wish I got a different shade of pink, if I'm being honest. I mean, it looks like a plastic, like typical Barbie pink, so it does match the album. It's just, it hurts my eyes to look at. So I'd say that's my worst, just because I wish I got a different color pressing. Yeah, to be honest, all my pressings are pretty good so far. I've not really had a crap one yet. We'll see though, there's always room for that to happen. How are you? I am doing better. I was struggling with anxiety quite a lot at the beginning of this year. Not the beginning of this year, like April, May, June time. I was really like, I was going through a little bit of just, not a downfall, but just, you know, a little bit of like a mental block, just struggling with anxiety and stuff, but I'm definitely getting better. I'm good overall, like life is great at the moment. I've had a lot of fun opportunities this year so far, and I've got so many more lined up. Like life is good, it's just my mental health is a little bit like up and down at the moment, but again, that's kind of a normal for me because I've naturally been a very anxious person. I get stressed out quite easily, so that doesn't help. Like no matter what I'm doing, I could have the best day ever. Like I could be doing like the most fun thing ever and then it happens. So it is just very dependent on my mental state, but honestly, thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm getting so much better. What accent do you have? I am British. Why do you do YouTube? Like, or why do you want to do it? So I started doing it because of Zoella. I loved Zoella. I loved her channel when I was younger, and it looked so much fun. It just looked like a lot of fun. She was always filming with her friends. You know, she was filming like what she bought, her makeup routine and stuff, and it just looked like so much fun. Like, why would you not want to record like all your memories and like you could look back on it? Like, that's one thing that I absolutely love about YouTube, is like I've vlogged holidays and stuff and I'm able to watch them back. Like, it is so fun. It is so great. So I'm really happy that I get to do that with it. So yeah, that's what started it off, and then I've just kind of continued doing it. Literally, I've been doing this channel for what, like 5 years now, which is insane. And again, like, it just shows on YouTube, like, just because you've been doing it for a long time doesn't mean you grow. Like, genuinely, it just takes a lot of work and stuff, because when I first started my channel, because I was so anxious of people finding it, I never really posted on it. I'd post like once every like month or two. So that is why, like, it's taken me quite a while to like get the subscribers up and stuff and get views, but I love it now. I really enjoy it. Who are your top 10 artists? So again, we've had a lot of favorite artists. Oh my god, this is hard. Okay, in no particular order: Taylor Swift, The 1975, Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, Shawn Mendes, Sabrina Carpenter, Declan McKenna, Michael Jackson, Charlie XCX. I'm loving at the moment. Like, her music's such a vibe. So her and Olivia Rodrigo, they're my favorites. Oh, but I love Beyonce as well. Okay, make a little bit of room for Beyonce in there, even though that's over 10, but I can't decide. You see, this is my thing. I'm so indecisive. It genuinely just depends on my mood. Okay, it's time to set. I actually need to get more of the setting spray because I'm running out. Okay, let's do my mascara and then we are done. This is the mascara that I use, by the way. It's the Kiko Milano Bloomy mascara. It's very good. I literally got some TK Maxx for like £3. Okay, that was the final question. So thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and thank you all so much for your questions. I had a lot of fun, and I'll hopefully do a Q&A in the future again as well, probably in like 4 years time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time with a brand new video. Bye.